Hello and welcome to your latest video. Today we're going to be looking at how to work out the equation of a straight line graph. So the main skills in this video we'll be looking at how to work out the gradient of a straight line graph, which is essentially how steep it is, how to identify the y-intercept, so that is where the line will go through the y-axis, as we'll see from a nice picture in a moment. And then we'll be sort of putting those two skills together and using them to work out the equation of a graph. So we've got quite a useful picture here. This is from a revision card that I've got, and I thought it quite nicely illustrates today's topic. So we're looking at here at any equation that's y equals mx plus c. So when you've got an equation like this, the number in front of x, in this case it's being referred to as m, will be the gradient of the line, so how steep the line is. And then this bit here, the additional subtraction after that, sometimes it will be before, as we'll see later, will be where the line goes through the y-axis. So we can see on this one here, the line is going through the y-axis at 1, which is why we've got the +1 there, and the line has a gradient of 2. And the way that you work out the gradient is like this. So you pick any point on the line, you can go down any number of squares, then go across until you hit the line again. Then you need to divide those two numbers. So on the example here, we've gone 6 down, 3 across, and then 6 divided by 3 gives you the 2 there, which is y. It's y equals 2x. You can do, other numbers. If you could go like 3 down and then 1.5 across if you wanted to, you could go 2 down and 1 across. You would still end up with a gradient of 2. Okay, let's have a look at a few questions then. Okay, so we've got a straight line that has the equation y equals 3x minus 2. So what I'd like you to do is work out these two things. I want you to work out the gradient and then the y-intercept. Okay, let's have a look at the solutions to this then. So our gradient is just 3. It's the number that's in front of x. Remember, the gradient, if you know the equation, the gradient will always be the number that's right in front of x. And then our y-intercept will be 0 minus 2. So it's going to go through the minus 2 on the y-axis. So your y-coordinate will be minus 2. Your x-coordinate will be 0. Okay, another one then, slightly different this time though. So this time we've got an equation 5 minus 3x. So I want you to work out again the gradient and the y-intercept. Okay, let's have a look then. So our gradient this time is going to be minus 3. So just be aware of this. So if you've got a subtraction sign in front of your x, the gradient is going to be a negative gradient. So what that means is the line will go like that instead of like that. And then your y-intercept will be 0, 5. So it's going through 5 on the y-axis, and your x-coordinate once again will be 0. Okay, let's have a look at this next one then. So this time we're going to be working out the gradient from the actual line itself and then the y-intercept from this line. Okay, so pause your video and have a go. Okay, let's have a look at the answer to this one then. So the gradient here is 2 over 1, and if we take a look at that on the picture, we've got b here. Let's get my pen. So we've got b here, and then if we go down, let's say 2 squares, then we're then going to go across 1. So 2 divided by 1 will give you 2. And then your y-intercept here is at 0, 3. So you can write down the coordinate, or you can write down 3 there. Okay, let's have a look at another one then. So pause your video and have a go at this one. Okay, and here are your solutions to these then. So again, we've got a very similar sort of situation to what we had previously. If we're going down 2 and then across 1, we do 2 divided by 1, we will get 2, but the gradient will be minus 2, and that's because we've got a situation here where as x is decreasing, x is increasing, sorry, y is decreasing. So because x is increasing and y is decreasing, that will result in a negative gradient. And then with our y-intercept, it's just going to be 0, 5 for that one there. Okay, we'll move this on a little bit now. Now we're going to take a look at how to work out the equation of a graph. Okay, first question then. Sometimes they give you questions like this where they might give you a coordinate and then they might tell you the gradient of the line, and then they will expect you to work out the equation from this. So pause your video, see if you can have a go yourself first. Okay, and here is the solution to this question. So the gradient, remember, is always the number that goes in front of x, and it's a positive gradient, so it will be y equals 2x. And because the line is going through 0, 4, this is your y coordinate here, this is your x. The second part of the equation will be add 4. Here's another one for you then. Okay, so we've got this line then going through the point 0, minus 5. So minus 5 will be the second part of your equation. And then before we've got the gradient here, which is 3. So that will be the number that goes in front of x. Okay, let's have a look before we finish then at how we've got this graph that we were looking at earlier. So let's have a look at how we would do it if we were given the line on a graph. Okay, here is your answer to this, and let's have a look at why that's the answer. So remember, we've got 2 squares down from B. So if we go to there and 1 across, so 2 divided by 1 will give you 2. So that's why we've got 2x just there. And we can see where this point A is. That's the coordinate 0, 3. So the equation of the line will be y equals 2x, add 3 for that. Okay, let's do one more then before we finish. So remember, we were looking at this graph earlier. So see if you can remember how to work out the equation from this. Okay, and here is your answer to this one then. So we're going down 2 and across 1. So we've got a gradient of it's minus 2, remember, because we're going down from left to right. And then we've got 0, 5 for our y-intercept. So you can write this another way though. So you can write y equals minus 2x add 5, or you can write y equals 5 minus 2x. So that would be the alternative way of writing this. Both of those would be accepted as a correct answer. Okay, so thanks very much for listening to this video. Please hit subscribe, and there'll be loads more coming your way. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.